2 stories on Caocao. Hire 2 smart consultants in his emergency, Xuyou and Jiaxu. First, let's look at Xuyou. He had originally been an old acquaintance of both Yuan Shao and Caocao. At first, he followed Yuan Shao, since Yuan's power and influence were greater at the time. In the early stage of the Battle of Guandu, Xuyou advised Yuan Shao to launch a night raid on Caocao's headquarters, but the suggestion was rejected. Later, when members of Xuyou's family broke the law and were imprisoned, he fell out with Yuan Shao and defected to Caocao instead. Caocao, who valued talented people, learned that a high-ranking strategist from the enemy camp had come over at such a critical moment, surely bringing first-hand intelligence. He even came out barefoot to welcome Xuyou. Caocao asked what strategy could be used to defeat Yuan Shao's army and resolve the urgent grain shortage, thereby turning the tide of the war. Xuyou told him that Yuan Shao had more than 10,000 carts stationed at Gushi, and that the main grain depot at Wushao was poorly guarded. If that supply depot were destroyed, the morale of Yuan Shao's frontline troops would collapse, and they would fall into chaos without even fighting. This, Xuyou said, was a rare opportunity for a breakthrough. He urged Caocao to strike swiftly with a light force, and Yuan Shao would surely be defeated. Speed is the essence of warfare, and delay would be dangerous. Caocao made a decisive move and launched the Battle of Wushao. He ordered Cao Hong and Xunyu to guard the Guandu camp, while he personally led 5,000 infantry and cavalry. Disguised as the troops of Yuan Shao's general Jiang Qi, carrying bundles of firewood, they marched by night along small paths, quickly reached Wushao, set it ablaze, and won a great victory. After the Battle of Guandu, Xuyou further advised Caocao to flood Ji province's capital by diverting the waters of the Jiang River in order to eliminate Yuan Shao's son. Caocao followed the advice, successfully captured the city, and Yuan Shao's son was killed. Yuan Shao's power base was completely destroyed, and Caocao ultimately unified northern China. Back then, Jiaxu, he is one of the top consultants in the period of time. He has high EQ and IQ, has worked with several leaders. When he worked for Jiangshu, persuaded by Jiaxu, chose to surrender to Caocao. He said Caocao is easy to respect workmate even though not the most powerful locally. Once Jiangshu join the Caocao kingdom, and he will be happy to accept as we will greatly strengthen Caocao's power. When Caocao learned that Jiangshu was coming to submit to him together with Jiaxu, he personally walked out of his tent to welcome them. Their arrival meant not only the removal of an enemy, but also the gain of a fierce general and a top-level strategist. Caocao was overjoyed. Jiangshu's surrender stabilized the rear and allowed Caocao to focus wholeheartedly on his campaign.